Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest II. On the last episode, we tracked down the Silver Key, and this episode we're going to continue our way towards Moonbrook to find our final party member. Anyways, we need to pass through this monolith here to get to the continent that Moonbrook is on. Please pass through. After a short walk south, you will come to the town of Moonpita. Alrighty. Alright, now I'm just going to tell you right now, if you go left, you're just going to have a long corridor that will lead to a staircase that will put you on a little island with nothing to do. So we are instead going to go straight down through this cave with really no new enemies in it. However, once we get to the other side, we should encounter some new enemies. And they're going to be pretty powerful. Just throwing that out there. Jeez, I may have to start cutting battles out if I keep getting so many of them. Wasn't really a problem in Dragon Quest I, just because the battles were always one-on-one and they were really quick. Not so much here. Yeah. One thing you should note is that if you're playing the Super Nintendo or Game Boy Color version of this game, the Prince of Sumaltria will be a lot stronger. He can also equip better gear, if I'm not mistaken. What are the odds? 2 hits in a row, poisoning both my people. That sucks. Let's see. I have plenty of antidote herbs though, so we'll go ahead and use some of them. Save some MP in case we need it. And they said if you walk a short distance south, you'll reach the next town, so that's what we're gonna do. These magicians can get pretty annoying here because you can end up fighting a group of 4. And if they decide to all cast Fireball on one person, well, you can just assume that person's going to be dead. Alright, we gained a level with Rolando. Level 7. Got a nice MP increase, but that was about it. Some other measly stats. And here we are in another battle against an enemy we've already seen. Alright. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. Like I was saying, here we are at the next town. Oh, is that you, Joshua? Long ago I was a servant in Blaumagier Castle. It's a dream to meet you in a place like this. Okay. Indeed, this world is becoming a treacherous place. The other day there was an incident with a thief in the vicinity of Sumaltria. Luckily, the criminal was caught. By now, he should be in the castle's jail. Wahaha! I think in the Game Boy Color version, he says that he was robbed by that area. Welcome to the town of Moonpita. This is the town where people get together and socialize. I heard that inside a tower somewhere there is a cloak that lets you float through the sky. When you put on that cloak and jump from a high place, you can float for a short time. Don't forget what I told you. Now, that guy actually does tell you something that you're going to need to know later to proceed. To the southwest of this town is Moonbrook Castle. Awesome. That's where we need to go. Powerful monsters roam around Moonbrook, so be on guard. Alrighty, let's see what they've got in the shop here. Ah, a lot of equipment here. A lot of stuff we have no hope of affording. However, we can pick up this iron spear for Rolando. And we'll come back later for the rest. But you definitely want to buy that equipment for our Prince of Laurasia. Do you have a lottery ticket? Not anymore. Sometimes lottery tickets are given out when you make purchases in item shops. This is the vault where you can store... Oh, that's where the bank is. If you're playing the NES version, there is no bank. Sorry. Even in this place, you can record your journey in the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. Ah, this guy will save your game. And, yeah, that's a nice thing. You no longer have to go to a king in a castle to save. So we'll go ahead and save our game. There's a door we can't open. Whimper. What the? The dog is following us? That's odd. Alright, talk to that guy. And I believe this guy is just a lottery guy. Yeah. But I don't have any tickets. Alright, well, we're going to continue on to Moonbrook, which is in this direction. Probably should have stayed in the inn first, but... In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just because I know what's coming up. And I would suggest to you to bring probably a few medical herbs with you. Because the next area gets a little bit rough. Anyways, I'm going to cut until I stay at the end. So, see you guys in a bit. Wow, those guys are rough. Not so much the lizard flies, but the monkey, man. That guy is powerful. Alright, and we're back. And we are heading towards Moonbrook, which is southwest of Moonpita, or whatever that town was called. I think in the NES version they call it Hamlin. Now, it's surrounded by swamp panels, so we're going to take a little damage getting in there. This is unavoidable, so you'll just have to suck it up and deal with it. Although, honestly, you actually never have to go to Moonbrook Castle if you know what to do, but Moonbrook Castle is where they tell you what to do, so... Anyway, in this battle we've got Living Dead. There's nothing really big to note about him. He's just got a lot more hit points than anything else we've really fought before. And they like to defend. They're not really too threatening. They just take a lot of hits. And Joshua rose to level 9. Alright, here we are in Moonbrook Castle. I am the spirit of the King of Moonbrook. My daughter Linda was inflicted by a curse and turned into a dog. Oh, to see her again. A dog, huh? Oh, jeez, I wonder if it was that dog that was following us around back in Moonpita. What? It's Hargon! The army of Hargon has come and invaded! Help! Hey, you're a little late on that there, buddy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A metal slime! Our old nemesis has returned, and much earlier in the game. However, this guy is just like he is in Dragon Quest I, almost impossible to hit, except since we're near the beginning of the game, if he casts Fireball, it's gonna hurt. But we're gonna go ahead and attempt to fight him. He'll probably run away, though. I'm pretty sure they still have 4 hit points. Wow! We actually killed one. The first one we encountered. And they give a lot of experience. Alright, rose to level 10. Alright, rose to level 8. That's nice. Learned stop spell, so now we can silence enemies. That was nice. That was sweet. That could not have been timed any better. Now, one thing I want to note here is that in the NES and Game Boy Color versions, some of this area will be blacked out until you step inside of it. In the land east of here, you will see a place with 4 bridges and a small swamp. The Mirror of Ra is there. I cannot pass away until I impart this information to someone. Well, you just told me, so now you can pass away. Alright, in the NES version of this game, you're going to have to walk down this area, but they're not going to be nice enough to put this little pathway here. You're going to have to walk through a bunch of swamp panels, taking 2 damage a hit. So if you're playing the NES version, keep that in mind. I'm actually playing the NES version at the same time as I play this, since I've never played it before. And the way I do it is I play small stretch of the NES version before I come back to this version. It works out pretty well that way. Alright, this is going to be a long battle, so I'm going to cut this. And we're back. Now, we're going to have no choice but step across some swamp panels. And yeah, I really wish I could have healed before getting in another battle. Anyway, I'm going to cut until this battle's over. Actually, I can't because we got a new enemy. Smoke. He can be kind of a douche. He's going to try to stop spell on someone. That's their big threat there. But that's not really that threatening, to be honest. Anyways, like I said, these living dead guys like to guard a lot, making them a bit of a pain. But aside from that, they're not really too threatening. And the final room of this castle. Oh, princess. I was unable to protect the princess. Because of that, the princess is in a town somewhere, her form changed by a curse. However, if you have the Mirror of Ra, you will be able to reflect back her true form. You'll be able to undo the princess's curse. Please, travelers, the princess. The princess. And then he dies. If you talk to him again, he'll say the same thing. Anyways, I'm going to have to cut this video here. If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, tell your friends about it, and I will see you guys later.